Okay, so I've got this interior part fairly complete. I've still got to add a few things, but I want to start working on the rest of the enclosure. In other words, I want to make this wall have the big opening that I want. I've deleted the doors and windows that were there. And also, I'm going to add a ceiling. I'll do that afterwards. So, firstly, to put the opening into the wall, I'm going to use a bit of a trick. Basically, I'm going to select the wall and use this Edit Profile tool initially to put my hole into the wall, and then I'm going to come back afterwards and put my glass in with a curtain wall. So, with it selected, I can click Edit Profile, and you can see there that it's now showing me an outline of the wall as it would be viewed from the side. That's my profile. Now, I could work on it here, but it's easier to see how it works in relation to the rest of the space if I look at it in a different view, and in my case, the south elevation should work really well. So you can see there, that's my profile again. Same thing, viewed from the side, it's much easier to work out how far above the floor I need to go and how far I need to come in from the sides. So to draw my opening, firstly I'm just going to draw a rectangle pretty roughly by clicking two diagonally opposite points inside the space, inside that profile. Now, I want this to be at the same height as my main floor, so I'm actually going to click onto that level and leave it there. So I'm going to leave the base of the opening there. But I want to make the sides even, so I'm going to select one of those lines now, and I'll change that to a better measurement. So I might use 450, because I know I've got 300 walls, so that'll leave me with a 300 gap. Because this is in the centre of the wall, so it comes across 150, and then I've got another 300, so that gives me 450. I'll do the same over here. So with this line selected, I'll change this as well to 450. So those two sides should be even. Also, I want to set the height of this opening. So with this line at the top selected, I'm going to make the dimension there 2700. So I've got a nice big opening in the wall. Now I can just click the tick to finish, and you can see the finished product. So back in the 3D view, it's a bit clearer. Made a big opening in the wall. Right, so now I can go back to my main bathroom level floor plan, and you can see the opening there as well. And I'm going to draw in a curtain wall. Now, when you're drawing curtain walls, always remember it's easiest to draw them using the regular wall tool. You only need curtain systems for more complex curtain walls. So for a simple curtain wall like this, the regular wall tool is all you need. And you can see here I've got curtain wall 6mm thick glazing already chosen, but you may need to choose that from the list. It's just in your regular list of walls. Right down towards the bottom you've got the curtain walls, and you should have this one in your file. Now, I want to make a few changes to that, so I'm going to click Edit Type, and I'm just going to change the vertical grid pattern to get some divisions, some vertical divisions, and I'm going to change the layout pattern there to fixed number, and I'm happy with the 1500 spacing, so that's all I need to do. I'm just going to click OK. But then also, in properties now, I'm going to check that the top constraint is set to unconnected, because I don't want it to go all the way up to the ceiling level. going to set it to unconnected so I can type in a height for this wall. I know my opening is 2700 high, so I'm going to type that in. And now I can simply draw my wall. Right to left is best in this case. Because of the direction of the wall, so I'm drawing clockwise. Now, if you notice when you have a look closely at your wall, if you notice the glass is going to the wrong side, the glass should be on the outside. If it goes to the inside, if it looks like that, just press the space bar to flip it. So I'm going to finish it over on the left-hand side, and you'll see I've got divisions in my panels. In the 3D view, you can see the divisions a bit more clearly. Okay, so that's good enough to get your openings in if you want a big opening like this. But I'm going to show you one little extra trick. If you move the mouse onto the edge of one of those openings, don't click anywhere until you do the next thing. It's moving the mouse around to try and highlight the edge of the opening. And you can see there, it's not doing it for me. It's trying to highlight the grid line, which is that dashed line that's coming up there. So by pressing Tab, I can cycle through all of the things under that edge. And now if I click, you can see it's selected this panel. So you want the panel to be highlighted. And I'll just show you another one. I actually got the wrong panel there. I want both of those actually, so I'll do them both. So, okay, so I've got that panel selected, and I'm going to click Edit Type, and then I want to get a different panel. So I'm going to click Load, and you'll see then you'll have curtain wall panels. Now, when I open this up, you'll see I've got quite a few in here. You won't have this many, but you should still have this one here and a few others. So door single glass push plate is the one I'm going to use. Open, and okay, that's it. Now why didn't that load? So sometimes you've got to check that it's selected. I don't know why it didn't select that. Anyhow, okay, and there we are. So we've got a door there. Now, I'm going to show you in plan what's actually happening there. I have put a door in to my curtain wall, but it's opening the wrong way. I want it to open the other way. It's just like any regular door in that you've got these arrows that can control it. You can't put regular doors into a curtain wall this way. You need to use those special curtain panel doors. But you still have the same controls, so I can flip it so that it opens a different way using those arrows. So I'm going to go back to the 3D view, press Escape to deselect, and now I want to put a door into the next panel. So again, moving the mouse onto the edge of that panel there, you can see it's not highlighting, but if I press Tab a few times, it'll get to it. Now I can click to select, Edit Type, and this time I don't need to reload that door panel because it's already there in my list. So that's it. If I click OK now, that one will be a door as well, and I've got a simple double door there. You shouldn't really do double doors that way most of the time in a curtain wall. There are better ways, but in this case it works well just because I want my doors to be the same size as my other panels. So they're nice big doors, but that's okay. That's what I want here. Okay, so that's a simple way of putting a big opening into your main wall, rather than using windows. You could use windows to do something similar, but it'd be more work. Alright, so I'll stop that recording. So I'm just going to find my thing. F10 I think is the shortcut anyway.